Welcome to Still Plays Galaxy of Heroes. This is Grand Arena, Season 17, Match 2, Week 3. Last round against Kilanada, that was a win. I don't think that was in question, as I recall. How was it? Oh, he cleared me. No, he did well. He did very well. So the way that this went down... Had no trouble clearing these teams. This is what I really was curious about, this Master Luke team. He didn't have any Galactic Legends. I don't think he had a Jedi Knight Luke. I think he was just dealing with like Gas and Darth Revan. I was wondering if this was going to be a cheap enough version of a Master Luke team to hold up against what he had. Obviously it was not. But that's an important lesson that we've now tested. So I might have to put a little bit more paired with Jedi Master Luke to hold up against some of these weaker teams we sometimes get matched up against. No trouble there on the back wall. The other territory in front of ships, though, even though we had weaker teams, they did pretty well. So Mon Mothma, not really a difficult team, but when you run out of teams, like you have to have the right counters for Mon Mothma, which is why I've been throwing her on lately, because... yeah, I might have some better teams, but Mon Mothma becomes tricky when other teams are soaking up the potential counters you'd be using there. Now, Hux... usually players will get messed up with Hux if if you try to treat Hux like Kylo Ren. Back wall here... my Malevolence fleet held for 2, which is nice. Now, today we are going up against Gary Jr. here. He is running Rey in Arena. And when we take a look at what he's got here from the Hotbot, he does not... what we're really seeing here is the mods aren't there. So he's still in a very good guild, respectably sized. His lifetime banners are low, and I really like these season stats for understanding how obsessive or serious of a player I'm going up against. We're only looking at 40 clears to my almost 200. It's close to 6 million in GP. But a lot of the GP is in his Gear 12 characters, which is a little less than double of mine. And then here's the big difference, is all in mods. His mods are slow. We're looking at only 21 mods in that 15 to 19 range, where I have almost 100 on him. I've got over double the 10 plus speed mods. The mod advantage is just going to be pretty crushing here. And I think some of those teams that might work out for him, when I was looking at his Grand Arena history, like he's using Revan against Padme or Revan against Grievous, and those battles not going well for him, and I think that's all coming down to mods. So we got Rey, he's got Jedi Knight Luke, so he has the right characters and the depth, it's just the mods are a lot weaker. Usually you'll see like these characters, these other meta characters, being slower speed on my roster than my opponents because of how I've chosen to distribute my speed mods. But for me to be beating him on every one of these characters kind of illustrates this larger point. And then these other characters, same kind of deal. And then his fleet, his negotiators slightly faster than mine, probably has a little extra gear on his Kenobi. But let's take a look now at that defense. I feel like I gotta sneeze, but I don't think it's gonna happen. Alright, taking a look here. We'll do my defense first. I think we'll get in the habit of doing that, because there's been times where I've skipped doing my defense because I've just gone right into it. So we got Nute, Mon Mothma, Hux. This is basically the same stuff we're going with on other territories. The only one that we've really changed up here is this front territory here. This is like the one where I'll feel out what my opponent uses for their roster, and then I'll change up this territory. Still make it strong, but choose which strong teams I want to put down. So in this case, it's Gas and Darth Revan. I expect him to use Ray. He tends to put down a fairly soft defense. So we've got... This was not in his Grand Arena history, the Beskar Mando. We've got Bast, Grievous. And down here we got ourselves Padme and Nute. I think we're going to just jump right into it. I think we're going to start with CLS right here. Got these presets for a reason, which I obviously need to update. I don't even have Chupio in here. Aren't they both droids? Perfect. All right, let's jump in here. Have not watched the Bad Batch episode yet. I'm going to need to do that this evening. We'll stun Padme, get this started. There's no Kenobi here, which really weakens this team. We'll just stay focused on it. And now I'm noticing that the music isn't working, and I've already been recording for 6 minutes. I have to fix that in a moment. And the sound effects aren't picking up. It's something I'm supposed to check on my checklist, but I missed this before this record. Okay, now we got Nute here, and my plan was... This is pretty weak. I think we're going to do bounty hunters here. But I don't have Jango. There's no unique Zeta. There's no droids. There's no tank. Could probably just do Geos too. Normally I prefer having Jango when I do this, but he's on defense. We gotta get rid of this. Alright. So we got Watt put this onto Dooku. Mass assist onto Jango just for the contract. That doesn't even help with the contract right now? Come on, man. Alright, let's stun Nute then. Calling Boba Fett for the potential of this double shot. We'll just pay the taxes right now. Just AoEs to keep hitting that contract. We're only gonna target Dooku with stealth characters. Come on, man. don't like that. He doesn't have the Zeta, but still. Okay, we got our contract. I feel like my Mando's slow. We need a taunt. Alright, this prevents revives, right? Yeah. But I think actually we want to hit Dooku. It's a weak Jango. I just want to take care of Nute. Although... I just want a well-timed execute from Bob. Come on, man. Fine. I don't want to waste my time with Watt. Nobody's a threat here. Although, I did lose all those debuffs. I think we had enough debuffs for the execute. I don't know. My Boba Fett's not great. Didn't trust it. Alright, this back wall, we're expecting like Old Republic or Kylo, which is exactly what we got. Not scary on either of those. We could potentially do some foolish solos. I do expect my opponent to full clear me with what they keep for offense. So, like, which the plan we'll do Geos here. There's nobody scary here, right? There's no Jango. There's a Boba Fett. This is really the only scary one. The rest of these guys are weak. Okay. Give me that no stun. How about now? Perfect. Let's dispel. pull the turn meter back. Now we do that AoE. Not quite enough. And there's B2. It's only a gear 12 Grievous, so this isn't like a scary one at all. Not like that last one. No. Oh my god, are you kidding me, BlueStacks? Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, fine. Alright, we're back. That's annoying. We'll just claim these feats, and I don't know. I guess this game doesn't want me to use Night Sisters against Grievous anymore. Message received. Okay. I think we'll use the JTR here. The only thing I'm thinking is we don't have a lot of strong defensive teams left. Like this here is a JKL SOLO. I don't think we need Hermit Yoda. We've been doing Hermit Yoda the last couple times, but they were on stronger Old Republic, and even in those cases, I don't feel like it was necessary. I think we're going to save that. We'll do this. Mission's kind of the annoying one. Okay. You survived that, Juhani? We'll use like Revan or something up against Grievous now. We'll just... I just feel like seeing how many solos we can get to work. God, if we had Malik right now. No, Malik doesn't. Malik's not going to do anything on the Kylos. Not enough. And Beskar team is soft. So we got the Whistling Birds. We've got a Daze from Nest with a Dispel. We've got... There's just not really that much here. And we have Jedi Master Luke. And we have Vader. Vader can do a solo here. thing is, I don't know if I have done a Master Luke solo. So we're gonna do it with Beskar. Because what worries me with some of these characters is you kind of need other Jedi around to make them more effective. So I'm really counting more on the relics to do a lot of the work. The E-Flux is nice. Perfect. He probably could handle the Kylos. Okay, now still got JTR. We got Vader. Vader. Vader against those bounty hunters is what's interesting me. I think we're gonna just do it. I'd like to throw in somebody else, like Piet or Palpatine for the turn meter. The thing about a lot of those bounty hunters is they are soft. I think we throw one here. I was hoping that was going to take him out. I'm going to throw the saber, take out her, get another turn. Problem is, without Palpatine, we're not going to get another turn. I think I want to go for the ability block, which we don't get, of course. This might be interesting. Well, basically what we have are the dots can't be removed, so they're going to keep stacking. Great. Okay. So that's 3 solos. Take out Grievous now. Pass it over to Yoda, steal that stealth and spread these buffs. That's all fine. Feed the turn meter to Yoda. And we land that marked. Keep feeding that turn meter. Fine. Let's take these stacks away while we wait for Bast SOLO to go. There's the sacrifice. See how much protection we can get back on Jolie. We'll swap with Bast SOLO, do the dispel, and now we can just take this out. Perfect. Other than having the crash take some points away. Now Kylo here, is there anything dumb we can do? We can't be completely dumb. You know, I should have used Jedi Knight Luke here, because then we could still be doing dumb things with another team. We're just going to do Imperial Troopers or something like that. Because they're fun and I like them. Let's try Dark Trooper now that we've got a 4th star. I didn't really like him at 3 stars. This isn't going to be a true test though. Because there's a lot of, like, there's 2 Gear 8 characters, or a Gear 8 and a Gear 9. But it's nice that there's not a lot of debuffs here. A lot of big damage. That's pretty good. That Zeta is meaningless at that gear level. That was like a Gear 8 Hux, like that. Again, that's not showing us anything. I do want this death mark here on Kylo though. I'm surprised that that death mark isn't helping us do more damage against Kylo though. Okay, we'll do Razor Crest in fleet. Okay, either of the Lukes I should have used there. Then we could have attempted one more solo with somebody else. Okay. I want to use Razor Crest with the stronger of these guys, which is probably the Empire one. Wait, no. Because he has a ray. Let me think about this, because we lost a battle from the crash. I'm expecting him to clear me. Whatever. Screw it. We're doing the Razor Crest. I just want to feel these things out. I'm going to try this whole thing, but I've seen the headings from like Arnold and other people about Mace Windu, but I haven't watched any of the playthrough to understand what it is I'm about to do. I did remember to hold on to IG-2000 this time though. I think I want the scimitar. Now, this could go very poorly. There's a lot of relics, and what I've been finding with this Gear 12, Gear 11-ish Bounty Hunter fleet is these relics fleets do a lot more damage on it. I think we need to go after the Falcon right. I thought that was the other Falcon. I'm very surprised. I just assumed that was the Resistance one. I don't think I want... Because this isn't... I'm not going to land any breach, right? Because there's no target lock, and I don't land breach with the basic. I land breach with the special. I think I want to hold on to that. And now it's going to avoid it. This is not going well. See, I think I'd rather get the taunt right now, but I don't know what that really gives me when I could. Does that you get cleansed on reinforcements or something? Am I? No. I don't like it. I wonder if he just made a mistake. Like he thought he was putting down the resistance falcon. We're running out of time though. Or maybe he actually likes this combo of he put a bunch of rebel fleets with Holdo. It's slowing down the cooldown on the ultimate though. Oh, we are running out of time. This isn't good. This is gonna be a timeout before it's before the ultimates go off, I think. Let's do that. But we're not doing enough damage anymore. And we've barely been landing breach. All the foresights has been a big annoyance with all this. Not enough debuffs. I need to look at Holdo's kit. Alright. Interesting. I'll look at that again, but that might be more to do with Holdo's kits as a capital ship than what am I doing here? Than the effectiveness of the bounty hunters. That just might be a bad fleet for them. Or I completely misplayed it, or need a different capital ship. What am I doing here? Well, we're still learning that fleet. All those foresights was really messing with our ability to land breach and then really get that fleet going. That might be something to keep in mind if we come across it ever on defense, but with the Grand Arena changes, that's probably not going to happen for a very long time. Although it could have gone better if I had realized we were dealing with the Rebel Falcon and not the Resistance Falcon, because then that first turn we would have put Breach on Poe instead of the Falcon. And it wouldn't have been dispelled. But that's also not representative, because most people would never have that Falcon out there. Vader. Let's pull a turn meter back. I don't need that offense up or that heal right now. I need to try that other version of the Empire fleet. Like, I see a lot of people put shuttle on the front lines. I need to take a look at that. I'm gonna cleanse and let the taunt happen again. Oh my god, I need Vader. This is taking too long. Give me some turn meter. Okay. Alright, new account. We'll see how this goes. We gave him a lot of wiggle room with the crash and that Razor Crest testing. I think he's still going to have trouble just from looking at how he's played in the past. I don't think we're going to see someone have a clean run against me. But he definitely has enough offense where that's a possibility. Okay, last round, new account. Bad at Apex was a win. They didn't have a solution for my Geos. Only cleared one territory. Took 2 attempts against the Geos. I think it was a clean 1 attempt against this Bast team we've been putting up here. And then we've got the Rebel fleet in process of being built, but if you're not deep enough in fleets, you're still going to have trouble against that early Falcon fleet. Now this round, our opponent, Uncle Owen's Blue Drink, runs Geos in both the arenas, but he has some weak Geos and ships. Tells me he probably got a late start on them. Standard defense, we've been doing it, and we've got Night Sisters in Geos here. Just take a look at one of these guys, get a feel for his mod game. Decent mod game. I would have these leveled up to like 6, because leveling them up to 6 is still cheap, but they're at least 5-dot mods. Let's take a look at Ventress here. Yeah, they're good mod sets and everything. It's just those level 1 mods is kind of a waste. At least proc some of those secondaries, because you're missing out like on protection and a ton of things like that. Now let's take a look at level 1 mods. I mean, you're running this in fleet. You got to have stronger mods. Alright, we're starting out with Empire here. Still undefeated in this account. Not this season. I should clarify. This season we are undefeated. We dropped 1 the first round. I played a little differently with this Gear 11 Vader and this team. I really need to land these ability blocks or this can get out of control. A little worried. We get 1 more shot for a stun. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. The dots will probably kill off Sunfac. Yep. Vader is the whole reason why I would no longer recommend overinvesting in Geos anymore with a new account. You absolutely should have them. You're going to trip up most players who aren't prepared for them. But they aren't the lockdown team in the beginning game anymore with Vader. And that's not a scary Bastila team. The next best team is Jango, and then after that we have CLS. I think I trust CLS here more than against the Night Sisters, because the CLS team is very much still a work in progress. The Night Sisters could do some damage against them. With the Ewoks, we just beat Endor Escalation with I tried it at 4. I kept leveling them up, putting more abilities on them, but at 4 stars, it just wasn't really happening. And then I took them to 5 stars, and it was fine, and we crushed it. But now we're working on getting C-3PO, but I don't think we're going to get C-3PO with level 70 Ewoks. So probably another credit heist, level up those Ewoks, and we'll see where we get. But very close to having that ideal CLS team. I think Han is my next Zeta. He's still far off because he's only level 70. We don't really have the credits for it right now. But I want that Han shoot first Zeta so badly. Although it binds all things is tempting in its own right. But not before it shoots first. I've only been hitting Old Ben just to control him. I don't want to have to deal with that taunt. Nice. Erodium. I'm going to show you what you get for getting those promotions to the next... I don't even know what they call this stuff in the game, but it's no good. It's one of the reasons why I think it's worth climbing in Division, even though it's going to take way longer now. Well, look at this junk. Like, that is just... the hollow projector is the only thing that's nice. You at least get a decent amount of crystals, but this is just junk at Division 8. It's not worth staying in lower divisions for worse gear. It doesn't even really help your matchups, because your matchups are based more on the top 80 GP than who's in your division. Like, if you have favorable matchups at a lower division, you're still going to have some pretty favorable matchups at a higher division. Do I want? No. It's a low gear zombie. Like, his level 1 mods just can't deal with my speeds. And, like, I don't even have good speeds. But having some speed is everything. But as one of the things you'll see with my roster on this new account is I have far fewer level 80 characters. I think I only have like a team of level 80 characters. I have 0 level 85 characters. And it's because I put a ton of credits into mods. In that new account series is one of the things I've been saying from the beginning is treat mods like an endgame player from the start. It pays dividends. It means unlocking legendaries sooner and earlier. It means having advantages in every game mode. In Grand Arena, dealing with those galactic challenges more easily, having chances in Conquest. Like, there's just every reason to be working on mods early. And this is his best fleet. Even if he gets through my teams, he's not clearing my fleet, I don't think. I need to work on my capital ships, though. They're just so expensive that I haven't been. Especially because now I'm switching fleets. Because I've hit that point in my fleet arena where a Geo fleet is just not cutting it anymore. Like, people who have been working on like SLKR requirements, their Empire fleets are getting very strong. You've got Houndstooth everywhere, and Geos struggle in those situations. So I just want my Rebel fleet up and running sooner than later. Okay. We've had a light week in videos of other content because we've had a lot of road construction and the evenings when I usually work on this stuff. But hopefully this weekend we can get a lot of prep work in like we did the other weekend and get several videos up during the week just worked on in advance. We've got several things that are in process. Got one more feat to claim, and we are out of here. Thank you for watching. Be safe out there, everyone. Be excellent to each other. This is Still Plays. Please like and subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel as quickly as we can.